fallen god? Disgrace, they roared. Madness! But was there any other choice? So it was that Akrog used the chieftain's word for the first time. The Moonkin would meet this strange brittle bone in the Blackheart jungle for a peace talk.
Big Blood? The hunters. They killed the Bonekin, no? Big Blood think they untusked, sire?
They probably did, but it changes nothing. Magua took him into the Moonlit River when the devouring was complete.
This way?
They should be. What on Urgath is this?
Let him out there! That way.
Let Grungwa take a closer look. In that direction?
What is that?
What should he do? Let Akrog see.
Time to move on.
If he insists. They don't hurt Big Blood! Head towards certain doom. Sure, why not? Here, big shit. Let Zoska get a proper look. Interesting. Probably.
This looks interesting.
Can a troll not rest for a moment? No, I'm ready.
What is that?
Zoska!
Go there.
Enemies killed a hero! Quick, come on. Keep the worms waiting a bit longer. Moving on. Come on. Keep the worms waiting a bit longer. Of the Moon King! Look out for Lord! No mess with Noak. Going now. They mess with the wrong tribe. Enemies killed a hero! If he insists. Not here! He cracked!
Crush them now. Come back to Nurag.
What can he do for the tribe?
More life force. Quick. Feel the might of the Moon King. Stay down. He coming for them.
Why?
Enemies killed a hero.
May Magua curse them.
What next?
Grungwa is here. He is on his way.
Ready for action. Head towards certain doom. Sure, why not? Akrog is listening.
At his service. May Magua guide his
What now?
hands.
More trouble. Akrog is ready. Can Zaska help?
What on Urgath is this?
He is going. What is this? No, I'll go look.
Let Grungwa take a closer look.
Let Akrog see. Ready for action.
What on Urgath is this?
Akrog is ready. Going now.
Well, well. Look what the jungle brought to me.
Is that him? Mm-hmm. What next?
This looks interesting.
You find out. Let Zaska.
So, you are the chieftain Zaska told me about. Curious.
He is Akrog Bone Crusher, chieftain of the Moonkin.
A pleasure to meet you, chieftain. I must say, I can't help but be impressed at your level of speech. Where I come from, people still believe trolls are all about grunting and roaring. But let's not beat around the bush, shall we? How much has Zaska told you about my proposal?
Akrog knows not the stranger's name yet.
That's true, and I would rather have it stay this way. Nothing personal, just precaution.
Fine. The stranger can keep his secrets.
Much obliged. So, tell me, how much has Zaska told you?
Magua has given many troll tribes the power to speak. Brittlebones just choose to ignore it.
That is the goddess you worship, isn't it? I see.
All that he knows. The stranger wants to bring a dead god back to life, and he needs the Moonkin's help to do it.
Imprisoned, not dead. But yes, that about sums it up. Let's start from the beginning. After the first battles between the dark and light races, which would lead to the War of the Six, many of trolls, dark elves, and orcs fled to Urgarth to recover.
The Moonkin know about the escape. That is how their ancestors came to Urgarth. The last chieftain, he was one of them.
Narjak Firstborn. I'm aware. And this is not a history lesson. I'm telling you this because of the creature that led the escape.
Zarek's cub. The field dog. What has it to do with anything? It went back to Fiara after the escape, hundreds of years ago.
Yes, that's what most believe, even among the light races. The truth is, the Hibernian Empire sent a division of elite warrior priests after them. The Sacred Seal. They tracked down the field dog and locked it away deep inside a prison here on Urgarth. I believe that prison is on the other side of this swamp. And I also believe that while the priests of the Sacred Seal are long dead, the field dog is still there.
Hibernians. They are the Brittlebones on the land across the sea, no?
They used to be. The Hibernian Empire fell some time ago.
It fell? Oh, Grungwar knew not.
Well, how would you? The only things that travel between Urgarth and Fiara are fortune seekers and mercenaries, like the ones who hunt you.
This makes no sense. Zarek's cub, the field dog, it is a god. Nothing can harm it.
Demigod. And yes, it's true that a field dog can't be killed by conventional means. I'm assuming that's why the priests of the Sacred Seal imprisoned rather than killed it.
How knows the stranger all this, if no one else does?
Such a curious troll. How refreshing. First, I have access to records most other people do not. Second, for the past 5 years, I did little else but study these records.
If those Hibernians could trap Zarek's cub, why not kill it? They were lightlings, no?
It is true. Maybe they were not able to.
My thinking exactly. It would have been in their interest to kill the field dog, and I'm fairly certain that was their original mission. But something must have prevented them.
And the stranger wants to free Zarek's cub, hoping that will gain him and the Moonkin his favor. That is his idea, no?
That is correct. Zazka told me of your scourges, chieftain. The rot, the hunters. There is no way you'll wrestle down those foes on your own, but with the help of a demigod, that would turn the tables.
What thinks Grungwar of this?
He thinks it is a bad idea. Even if this temple exists, and even if betting the last Moonkin warriors on this strange plan would not be madness, who is to say the cub would even help them if they break its shackles? Zarek has never cared for the trolls. He made them slaves, arrow fodder for the greenskins to toss at their enemies. For all they know, the cub would simply devour the whole tribe and leave.
Better to be eaten by a god than be untusked by a brittlebone. The stranger speaks true, Grungwar. They have no choice. Even if the hunters stop tracking them down, the rot will still keep killing Moonkin cubs before they are even born. What will Grungwar do about that,
They have Noag. He has the Moonblood.
It will be many years before Noag can mate. And even if he were to sire 1,000 cubs, how would the tribe feed them while they were little? Please, Akrog. They have tried running. They have tried hiding, but it never worked. Just this once, let them do, and not be done to. Fine. They will take a look at this temple, then they will decide what to do next. Akrog has spoken. The stranger says this temple is here in the jungle?
Yes, I can show you. There's just one thing we need to take care of first. The Chainers.
Those green-skinned slavers?
Yes. A small troll tribe lived here. And the Chainers rushed through the jungle a few days back and enslaved them. The main group is gone, but there are still a few troops left, and they have set up their cal right in front of the temple. I know your ranks have been decimated, but you should be able to take them on, especially with the element of surprise. Finally, there's another matter we should take care of before we move into the temple.
One more thing. Why needs the stranger the Moonkin for this? If he is as powerful a hexer as Azka says, could he not free the cub on his own?
A fair question. Suffice it to say that breaking into an ancient temple has its own unique challenges, where the muscle of your kind would come in quite handy.
That is all, then. The stranger needs someone to crush rocks for him.
Well, not quite. It's also about safety. That temple has stood abandoned for centuries, so it's bound to be crawling with all kinds of vermin and undead. I thought about hiring a mercenary corps, but they are expensive, attract a lot of attention, and will probably stab you in the back the moment they sniff a gain to be made. I know this probably isn't the answer you wanted to hear, but it's the truth.
Grungwar, what tribe could these trolls belong to?
Mud crawlers or bog tusks, probably. They are the only ones who live this deep in the jungle.
Akrog never heard of those before. What are their bonds to the Moonkin?
Probably not enemies. They honor Magwa's law.
So how could they possibly be bad trolls?
Well, they should still be careful. So, these brittle bones in the temple, the sacred seal, the stranger said they died. What happened to them?
That's a mystery I'm hoping to solve once we're inside.
Whatever it was, Grungwar is sure the cub played a role in it.
What is this other matter?
Well, it's related to the creatures of this lovely jungle. Briefly put, some kind of disease seems to be making the rounds, and it makes creatures go mad, docile and predator alike.
Grungwar thinks they fought such a creature. Could it be a disease, perhaps?
If so, then it's no ordinary one. It also seems to spread. I've seen more and more animals like this. Considering you have a tribe to feed, you should probably put down those cursed animals whenever you see them. Otherwise...
They might corrupt the entire hunting grounds. The stranger speaks true. The Moonkin will take care of it. What about the stranger? Will he help the Moonkin fight?
I would, but something tells me I should save my strength for when we find the temple. I will do some scouting in the meantime. There are a couple of things out here I have yet to look into.
Fine, if you must. And one more thing. Akrog decided to trust the stranger. Make him not regret it.
Don't worry. I cannot guarantee any of this will work, but I will stay true to my word. Good luck now. We'll speak once you've dealt with the chainers.
And gone.
A teleport hex, like the hunters used.
It is true. Well then, let them take a look at this tribe camp to see what the Moonkin are up against. They will bring the others when it is safe.
Would not eat such a beast.
That all of them? Can they find survivors?
What is that?
smug was over here! Help! He will protect the tribe.
All dead. Who thanks stranger trolls?
Let Zazka get a proper look.
What this? What is needed of him?
Go look.
Spike Master Ku being dead or chained now if not for stranger trolls. Ku and kin, thank. The Chainers are their enemies too. What tribe belong Ku and his kin to? Bog Tusks. At least they was. Now, Bog Tusks all die. Or slaves of greenskins.
What about he? Name, tribe?
Moonkin. Chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher of the Moonkin.
Moonkin? But Chieftain Narjak, a leader of Moonkin, no? He floats in the moonlit river now. Akrog is the new chieftain.
Oh, Narjak was great chieftain. They say they fight Chainers?
They are in the Moonkin's way.
Then Bog Tusks help Moonkin. Chainers crush tribe and kill chieftain. They pay in blood. Chieftain Akrog agree? The Moonkin can use all the help they can get. But should the Bog Tusks not go after the Chainer horde to free their kin?
Bog Tusk's not smart like Moonkin, but they not that stupid too. Look at them, all of them together, not even a pack. So how they supposed to crush Chainer horde? They have wyvern, wargs, hex makers.
Nick speaks true. If these Bog Tusks live through this fight, they will try and find way to free kin. But first, they kill all Chainers still here in jungle.
Wise strategy.
The Chainers. Are there still many of them in the jungle? Who knows? Few only. Was big horde that attacked tribe camp. But now only pack here. Just like the stranger said. Are they the only survivors? The Chainers killed or took everyone else. Ku think it is true. Ku and kin out for hunt and when come back, everything burn. Bog Tusks few. Now almost all gone.
Grungwar is sorry. Then help kill Chainers.
All right. Seems like the Moonkin and the Bog Tusks want the same thing. Let them crush the Chainers together. Good. There is problem, though. Akrog come back to tribe camp with Ku. Then he tell them more. All right. Chainer pack have tribe camp up jungle at Great Evil Ruin. Their bridge to go there, but Chainers burn bridge. Maybe the Moonkin could mend it. Could work. But then they need to make ground around bridge their own first. The Bog Tusks have some scrap in tribe camp, but that not enough to mend bridge. So they need gather more. Zeramak scrappers can take care of that. The Bog Tusks know if there is scrap nearby. Lots. Everywhere. Chieftain Akrog just tell his scrappers to dig anywhere, and they will find some. All right.
Chieftain, is he all right?
What are they doing here? Akrog told them to stay at the camp.
And Nurbok told them to join him when they heard fighting. Who are these trolls?
Bog Tusks. The Chainers burnt down their tribe camp and enslaved their kin.
The small one speaks true. Chieftain Akrog say he helped to crush Chainer pack that's still here.
Another battle, then. Well, what must be, must be. It would be wise to let the Moonkin lay some of what they harvest aside.
Food?
Food, wood, stone, scrap, anything they can find. The Moonkin will need it for when they build a new home. Julog, bring in some beaks from the camp. Then join Crumb.
As Crumb says. And Noog and his eyes will scout too. He go back to camp and tell them.
All right. Be on the lookout for greenskins. Will Nurbok fight?
Of course he will. He also has an idea, though. What's the Bog Tusk's name?
Spike Master Ku.
Then come with Nurbok, Spike Master Ku. There is something they must talk about. Lord ready. Here.
Sazka just remembered. As Grungwar still the Mugwa's tear, he plucked before the devouring?
It was Saska who plucked it.
Same thing. Is it still alive? Or lost Grungwar it during the attack on the cradle?
It is still alive, though the leaves are wilting. Grungwar wanted to speak about this to the chieftain, but after the battle...
Noag hope it live. Mugwa tears pretty.
At his service.
What is this? And what do they call them? Ku says. Slit so. The Moonkin are fighting again. This means Akrog struck a pact with that stranger then?
It is not a pact yet, trusted one. They will help the stranger find a temple. Then they will see.
And what is in this temple that will save the Moonkin?
Akrog will explain later. What spoke Nurbok and the Bog Tusk about? Slings.
It is true. See, Nurbok always wondered how the Bog Tusk survive. They as tiny as the small tusk, but they are still here. He knows now. They have weapons, slings, and throwing spikes, which they use to harm their enemies from the distance.
Nurbok thinks the Moonkin can make use of these.
Ku said his kin could show the Moonkin how to shape and use them, so they can wield them too. Nurbok said they can use the throwing camp to do it.
A wise idea.
You should have asked Akrog first, though.
Forgive him.
All right. Akrog will send a couple of smashers to the throwing camp, then. Is there anything else they could do?
There is. While they were marching, Nurbok thought about how the Moonkin could be stronger, and he had an idea for a new sort of warrior, the Stonebreaker. He will need a few skull crushers for that, though. Just send a couple of them to the hitting camp once the workers have set it up. They will know what to do.
All right. Wall breakers, spike flingers, and throwers. Akrog will take care of it. These wall breakers Nurbok wants to train. How fight they?
Long story. Let Nurbok just say, it will make it a lot easier for Moonkin warriors to tear down that Chainer tribe camp.
Fine. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Nurbok.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Be glad to be useful.
What
Chieftain.
Master Scrapper Zeramak Blackhand. Slig. He made it not? Akrog is very sorry. How feels Zaramak?
How should Zaramak feel? It's the same thing over and over. Zaramak lose too many apprentices and kin to count, so he make his soul like scrap. A brittle bone can bend it and punch hole into it, but the scrapper shape it into something new and strong. But Slig, he was good kin, a good troll.
He was, and gone too soon.
The heart of the tribe is being attacked! What is needed of him? Time to make bed! New orders? Evil there! Time to move!
Akrog is listening.
No one here!
He can help. Magua prays. He work now. He wonder what next. They take care of it. He not worry.
Let Grungwa take a closer look. Chieftain.
Master Scrapper Zaramak Blackhand. Akrog needs something shaped.
A building is done. Enemies are attacking! Chieftain, their workers are in danger. Grungwa is
They
here.
messed with the wrong tribe.
Chieftain, their workers are in danger. From Noog. What should he do? A building is done. Noog help me keep grow.
Interesting. Probably.
This looks interesting.
The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
Zazka can see no scrap piles. They will have to dig in the ground then.
What can he do for the tribe? Only fools challenge the Moonkin now.
Frog is ready.
You find out.
Huh. What is that?
No one will look.
Let
Zazka get a proper look.
This. He moving. What on Urgath is this? Enemies are attacking!
Even the worms would not eat such a beast. Over here, beast shit.
That was all of them. Let them crush their nest too, just to be safe.
Can a troll not rest for a moment? They will not get away from Zazka!
They will die next. What is needed of him? This looks interesting. Let Grungwa take a closer look.
This way? Huh. What is that?
Akrog is listening.
In that direction.
Enemies are attacking!
A building is done.
Zazka is
A
listening.
building is done.
If he insists. Huh. What now? More trouble?
You find out.
Going now.
That must be the broken bridge Ku spoke of. The chains smashed it well. Nothing
Again, are
that the
getting
workers
worried.
cannot
They
fix.
need not be.
They just need
The
scrap.
Moonkin will crush those greenskins. On his way.
He will protect the tribe.
Even the worms would not eat such a beast.
More life force. We don't hurt Big Blood.
Ready for action.
The tribe must survive.
Let Zazka get a proper look.
What this?
Enemies are attacking!
Muggle praise. Good night day.
Enemies are attacking!
Is here.
The building is done. The building is done. Enemies are attacking! The tribe needs more scrap.
tribe needs more scrap.
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Enemies are attacking!
You work now. He can help. Magua praise.
He helped tribe. You take that one, and that one. Be ready. What a lovely mess. Enemies are attacking! More scrap for him. You take that one, and that one. Be ready. What a lovely mess.
What now?
What next? Enemies are attacking!
He heeded?
Be ready.
They take care of it. He not worry.
tribe needs more scrap. What now?
New orders?
Enemies are attacking! Any service.
Go join the worms!
Chieftain, their workers are in danger. They should be. Time to make pay.
You're ready!
He is here.
What next?
What now?
Chieftain, the tribe learned something new. Enemies are attacking! The building is done. Grunwa is ready.
Zazka is listening. Can Zazka help?
What next?
Ready for action.
Enemies are attacking!
Akrog is listening. All right, let them take a look at that bridge. The workers should be finished by now. What should he do?
What is needed of this?
Worker Butuk, no? How looks the bridge?
Butuk thinks it should hold, Chieftain, even for the Moonblood.
Norog, work carefully.
Ha! The moon can do it! Chieftain Akrog, great chieftain, like his sire. They won not the battle. They only mended a bridge.
The first step is still a step. The beaks in Anuk's eyes also just returned from their scouting.
Good. They found the Chainer tribe camp then.
Uh-huh. It is where the Bogtusks say it is, and the Brittlebone Temple is there too. But there is more. For example, there is many scrap piles in the west. If they claim the ground there, scrappers can collect it.
Good idea. What else?
Well, one of the beaks sniffed out more trolls across the river. Crumb cannot say, but maybe they are bog tusks.
Maybe Puck's hunters. Who think the Chainers take them? But they must have get away. Please, Chieftain Akrog, save them. You will see what they can do. Is there anything worth knowing about the Chainer tribe camp?
Just a tribe camp, and not a big one. Still, they need to be careful. The Moonkin are not what they used to be.
They will be careful, but merciless. These greenskins have hunted and enslaved trolls for years. Let the Moonkin return the favor.
So, Akrog heeded Nurbok's advice. Nurbok must admit, he expected him not to.
It was good advice. These warriors will make the battle a lot easier. Now, enough of the talking. There is a battle ahead.
And the Moonkin will bring Mugwa honor.
He can help. Mugwa praise.
He here. Oh. He needed. What now?
Grunwald will go there.
Moving now.
They will regret this.
What on Urgath is this?
Norog, help you
Future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
Enemies are attacking!
Mugwa has
The
blessed
eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. Norog go there?
He will lead
He is
the
on
way.
his way.
This belongs to the Moonkin now.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
Moving now.
Crush them now! Destroy them!
Akrog is listening.
The building is done.
On his way.
Now very fun.
They will not get away from Saska!
Smash them!
Saska is listening.
Why must they plague the Moonkin?
They run from Noog.
Great! More problems to smash.
Magua has blessed the Moonkin with growth.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
Can a troll not rest for a moment? Go join the worms!
Enemies are attacking! Enemies killed a hero!
With the wrong tribe.
Enemies are attacking! Enemies are attacking!
Akrog is ready.
Enemies are attacking! The building is done. Enemies are attacking! For the Moonkin! He ready.
What now? More trouble?
Enemies are attacking!
Moving on.
He is going.
They not hurt Big Blood. They run from Nook.
There, Bog Tusk survivors.
Muddy tusks. Who are they?
On the bog tusks.
What can he do for the tribe?
Join the worms.
Enemies are attacking! Growth.
Can Zaska help? Can a troll not rest for a moment? Zaska is
Here. What next should he do?
What is that?
A building is done. At his service. A building is done.
Huh?
Grunwine, what now? What can he do for the
What
tribe?
now?
He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp.
If he insists.
Keep moving.
Enemies are attacking! Enemies are attacking! He is on his way.
Great! More problems to smash!
Nook help Moonkin grow.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. Fools challenge the Moonkin.
Going now.
This looks interesting. Enemies are attacking! Enemies are attacking!
Going now.
Grunwald will go there.
Let Akrog see. He will lead the way.
Enemies are attacking! Protect the tribe. Enemies are attacking!
Let him out there.
Time to make pay! That way. Why must they plague the Moonkin? They will regret this. The building is done. He's going.
If he insists.
He crushed them now. Destroy them. Enemies are attacking. They don't hurt Big Blood. May Magua guide his hand.
They will not get away from Zazka.
Smash them!
Would not eat such a beast. Go join the world.
They run from north. They will regret this.
Great. More problems to
You will
smash.
protect the tribe.
They messed with the wrong tribe.
The blood for the tribe!
Let him at them.
Noah help Moonkin grow. The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. The tribe must survive!
Go join the world.
Only fools challenge the Moonkin. Moving now.
Great. More problems to smash.
The building is done. Why must they plague the Moonkin?
They will not get away from Zazka.
For the Moonkin! He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp. The future of the Moonkin looks brighter. The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. May Magua guide his hands. Only fools challenge the Moonkin. Destroy them! No one go there? The building is done. Why must they plague the Moonkin? Enemies are attacking! No, go! Go there.
Head towards Sun Dome. Sure, why not? Great! More problems to smash. They messed with the wrong tribe.
No one smash them! Time to make pay. He will protect the tribe. They will regret this. Direction. Crush them now. May Magua guide his hands.
Crush them!
Saska must be patient.
More life force, quick! Afraid of an old
Enemies killed a hero!
More life force, quick!
Can Saska help?
Grandwa will not fight without him.
What should he do?
He might be old, but his tusks are still
Survive!
Go join the war!
They will regret this.
You're ready.
They not hurt Big Blood.
Why must they plague the Moonkin?
They run from Noog. Time to make pay.
Only fools challenge the Moonkin. May Magua guide his hands. Why must they plague the Moonkin? He will protect the tribe.
Smash them! Get ready.
What now? More trouble?
Noog help Moonkin grow.
It is over. Is everyone all right?
That was easier than expected. Maybe the Moonkin should just fight those chainers more often than run.
Honorable words, but that was only a tiny pack of them. The real Chainer horde is a dozen times their size.
Grungwa speaks true. The Moonkin just got lucky that only a few of them stayed behind.
Still, a victory is a victory, and Nurbok's ideas were very useful. Akrog thanks him.
No need for the sweet talk.
So, this must be the entrance to this temple the stranger was speaking of.
It is. And Grungwa already likes it not. This place reeks of evil, chieftain, even from down here.
The Moonkin Elder speaks true, Chieftain Akrog. This temple... bad, bad, bad. It eat people. That why bog tusks stay away from it since live here. What they want in there anyway?
It eats people. What means Ku?
That no bog tusk who enter ever come back. Some tried to prove worth to tribe, and no one come back. And warriors who chieftain sent after also come back not. Something in there ended bad.
The field dog.
Who?
It matters not. What will the bog tusks do now that the chainers are gone? They are welcome to stay with the Moonkin if they like.
Kind offer, but bog tusks cannot. They help free their kin.
But how? The chainers are thousands.
They think of something. Bog tusks always do. Oh, and here, for Chieftain Akrog. This is the bone of the bog tusks. It a gift from Mugwa. For good luck. Chieftain keep it, and Moonkin keep knowledge how to make slings. It will help them.
Akrog thanks, Ku. Are they not afraid of the tusk hunters?
Bog tusks small and dull and ugly. Like Zazka's. Not shiny and full of hex like Moonkin tusks. Tusk hunters care not for bog tusks.
There they have it. Ugliness has its perks.
This is where they go their separate ways then. Sharp tusks and thick hide. Akrog hopes they free their kin.
And Ku hope the Moonkin find what they look for. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
There they go. Nog like bug tusks.
They should go find the stranger now. He...
Already here.
Mugwa's slimy udders. Zazka will never get used to these hexes.
It's fairly common magic. Perhaps I could teach you. Either way, seems like you did it, Chieftain. Good work. Also with those cursed creatures. Let's hope that was all of...
Nurbok likes this one not. Trusted one, Grimoire. Not at all.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
A troll who is not as easily fooled as Chieftain Akrog.
Quite the welcome. So, Chieftain, shall we go up?
They will. But only the stranger, Akrog, Zazka, Grimoire, and Little Blood.
What? Why not take a few warriors?
Because if the Bog Tusks speak true, and this temple eats people, then at least not all the Moonkin will pay the price for Akrog's folly. Crum, Anug, Julog, gather the rest of the tribe and bring them down here. Akrog will tell them whether it is safe to come up.
Crum understands.
Grump will be careful, no? He trusted one now, and Noag want to hear him play Songbone.
He will play the songbone. Trust him, Noag. Everything will be fine.
What can he do for the tribe? Grunway, we'll go there.
Moving on.
That way. The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
The eye of the tribe sees.
the tribe's land grows.
Interesting. Probably.
What a strange turn things had taken. A forgotten temple, a pact with a brittle-bone hexer, a shackled god. Chieftain Akrog's mind was racing as they climbed the overgrown staircase. Up and up the mountain it went. Up and up, until the air felt so thin, even Moonblood Noag had to pause for breath. An ancient stone gate loomed before them, a circle with 5 stars. Akrog pushed it open.
Gnaws, claws. Fascinating.
It is. So the stranger says the Brittlebone priests built this whole place themselves.
The sacred seal. And yes, so it seems. Such energy. It looks quiet and peaceful on the surface, but something powerful is roiling beneath.
Like a god at the bottom of the ocean.
Or a monster waiting to bite. The bog tusks were right, Chieftain. This is not a good place. Not at all.
This energy must be Zarek's cub, no?
Indeed. It must be near.
How can it be no one knows of this temple? The Brittlebones must have needed many years to shape it.
True. But keep in mind that all this took place about 200 years ago. The Dark Races had just begun claiming Urgarth for themselves, so most of it was still uninhabited. Claws, even now this country is a no-man's land compared to where I'm from.
Where might Zarek's cub be?
Well, considering it is one of the most powerful demons in the world, I doubt they wrapped it in garlands and put it on public display. I say we explore the temple first to get a better picture of the situation.
Fine. Zazka.
Gotten so strange since Nihal's temple broke down.
Big Blood, what's wrong? It is the gift again, no? He is hearing the spirits.
It is true, but it is so different. So much clearer.
Then it must be tied to this temple. Grungwar thought so before. This place, it makes Akrog's gift stronger.
What gift?
It matters not. They should go and find the cub. Stay close to them.
Fine. As you wish.
Akrog is ready.